Hello PH118, this is Christina, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through your Blackboard shell as if I were doing it in class, the class I missed today, and once again I'd like to apologize. So anyway, most of you would be able to get to this point where you're in Blackboard and you're in your course shell. And if you don't see this pop-out menu over here, you can kind of hover in this area until a little arrow pops out, and there is the list of modules that you can enter. So when you're in here, your first and most important tab is, of course, the Learning module. And if you go inside the Learning module, you can click on this little arrow and you would see, if you click on here, a PDF of your course syllabus would come to life. I'll just do it quickly. And there it would be, and if it's not there, you can click right here. You can download the syllabus, you can print it, it's yours. So now I'm going to go, there was a run through of the syllabus in VoiceThread, so I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to go back to the Learning module right here. And there's some other things in here. There's some course educational images, and we'll go over these throughout the semester. And there is, let's see what else we have in here. We have some light meter stuff and some other stuff that we'll go through throughout the course this semester. In here we have some web links, and my favorite web link in here is Inspiring Photographers and Artists. So if you're looking for inspiration, I have tons and tons of photographers that I love, and when I find a photographer that I love, I usually put it in here, and I usually underneath it will put the kind of photographer that they are, so you can kind of narrow it down to your taste. And you should go in here periodically and just look for inspiration for some of your work. And what else is in the web links? There's some other support links, videos, blogs. If I put a tutorial, so if I tell you if I write in a homework, it's in the web links part of Blackboard. That's where it is. It says web links. And then the second most important part of your Angel shell is your homework assignments. And you'll see some stuff here. The top one is called your VoiceThread Course Journal, and this is where you're going to be putting all of your work for the entire semester, and this will never be moving. Underneath here is the book that I'd like you to get. It's called Real World Digital Photography by Katrine Eisman. It says second edition, but if you got the third or the fourth or any edition of Real World Digital Photography by Katrine Eisman, you could pretty much, the reading would correlate so long as you look for the subject that we're reading. And this is your first homework, so if you click on this PDF, you would see a nice explanation of what you have to take care of tonight. You have to do very basic camera settings, and I talked about that in one of your voice threads. You need to take a couple of pictures of a bag in some creative way and post them to VoiceThread, and you need to set up your VoiceThreadJournal and do a little bit of reading. Let me go back. That is not exactly intuitive. Okay, so that's your homework. Please look at that. And if you are ever and then all of your homeworks going forward, so homework 2, I will be placing that on top of homework 1. So I left homework 9 and some of this other stuff down here so that you won't get confused. I moved my course shells from semester to semester, but I always update each one of the assignments. So homework 1 would be at the top, then the next time homework 2 would go on top of homework 1. If you are at all confused about when something is due, you would click on the calendar, and the calendar for your class would pop up. I don't think you'd have my other course's calendar, but clearly I'm going to say again that I thought your class was at 12:10. Clearly it's not. It was at 9 in the morning. So I will be making that adjustment. And you can see here at 9 a.m. Next class, you have this bag assignment due. So that would let you know if you weren't sure what's due, just check your calendar, okay? and that's right over here. And that's all that's really super important. If there is an announcement, it would show up in your home page. And most of the time, if there's an announcement, I check the option to have it emailed to you, so you would receive the announcement as well. I think the most important thing here for now is for us to jump right into how to get a VoiceThread, how to make your own VoiceThread. So again, you click on Homework Assignments, and then you click on the VoiceThread. And although it's going to show you a launch button right over here, don't click on it. If you don't click on it, you'll be pushed right in here and you'll be safely in VoiceThread. If you click on launch, it's going to do something weird and it may or may not launch. So I have a lot of stuff in here, but you won't have a lot of things in here. You might have one thing over here, which is my class. Not a lot of teachers use VoiceThread. If you don't see that, there's these little double arrows, just like in Blackboard. You click on them to pop your class menu out. And for you, you are 2019 PH118. As you can see right here, I put a VoiceThread in called the first day of class. If you click on it, you will see right away. I'm going to pause this. This is me introducing myself. So right away you can use these arrows to scroll through the slides. If you want to see all the thumbnails in the slide, you click on this little double picture icon. If you want to get out of here, you click on the X and go to the home page. I'm going to click back in there quickly and pause this. So next you'll see that I gave you my best picture, and then I added this link right here, and if I click on the link, it will take you to my website so you can see some of the work that I do, so you can get a taste for what your teacher's like. I'm going to close that up. I'm going to go back in here, and then you'll see that I put your syllabus in here, and then I created a video about running through your syllabus. So you can use these arrows to scroll, and then we went through some basic. So you want to click on this, and you want to see how I helped you out with getting started with your homework, and that'll take you through some of these slides, and finally to the bags. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to show you how to create your own VoiceThread. So everybody's going to have their own VoiceThread like the one I'm going to create for myself. You're going to all do one for yourselves. Okay, so in order to create a VoiceThread, you're going to click on this option over here, which says Add Your Own. And let me back up a little bit. Before you and I set up our VoiceThreads, you should have a little folder with a couple of images, like a selfie image and your best image. And if you're ready with your bag images, you could add those as well. But let's start off with a selfie and my best work. Okay? So you're going to choose Create a VoiceThread, and it's going to say to add media. So I'm just going to click right here, and I'm going to click on my computer, and I'm going to go to my VoiceThread Homework 1 images. So here I have my best shot, another one of my best shots, 2 photographers that I like, and my selfie. So I'm just going to select all of those and click Open. And I'm going to, so right away behind here you can see that they're all loading up. And on here I'm going to name my thread. So this is what is my VoiceThread called? My VoiceThread is going to be called Kramer _ Christina _ PH118 -2019. And yours will be called your last name _ your first name PH118. Let's remove the PH118. Now let's leave it PH. PH118 -2019. Please don't put a description, but do click on playback options. Make sure all of these are checked except comment moderation. And also you want to limit each comment to 3 minutes, because In the beginning, you guys don't want to talk to me, but after a while when you get going, it goes on forever, and we need to put a limit on how long you can put a comment. And all of these should be checked off, microphone, webcam, all of these should be checked off. I might not go through every single setting today, but we'll go through them next class. And for your cover art, I want to make sure that you choose your selfie for your cover art. So go ahead and upload cover art, go find your selfie, and make your selfie your cover art. It's going to look a little weird in this box, but it'll come out okay in the VoiceThread cover. Once your artwork is loaded, you can click Save. Good, it looks a little weird there, but it'll be okay. And now you have a couple more options. If you click Share and Return to Group, you'd have to do one more fix, but while we're here, let's put them in order. We can take my selfie and put it in the front, and I can click on this little pencil and I can write the word selfie so that the teacher knows what assignment this is for. And I'm going to move my best image over here, and I can click on that and name best image. And links too, well, that's how you add a link. So I'm going to scroll up here, and I'm going to just come up in here, and I'm going to put CTK photos, and I'm going to get my link really quickly. Command C. I'm going to go back into my VoiceThread, and I'm going to do Command V, and that's the link to my website. So I'd like to see a link to your work online, whether it's Instagram or Flickr or some type of website. I'd like to see your work in here. I'll take a look at it and put a comment in there for you. And if you have another site, in a Flickr site, you can go ahead and add that, Flickr, Tumblr, whatever it is that you guys use these days. And then here I have, this is by Richard Avedon, and if I want to put an inspiring piece of work up, somebody who inspires me, I can click here, I can put inspo, and I would put a link to Richard Avedon. I'm not going to do that right now, but you get the drift. Okay. And then this is another piece of work by Jill Greenberg. I could always put inspo Jill Greenberg and then put her link there. When I'm finished doing this, I can go ahead and click Share and Return to Group. And you have one more step to do here, and that is to right here where it says View and Comment, you need to switch this to View, Comment, and Edit. It's a very, very important step that has to be done. When you're finished, you click Submit, and it will share to the group. For some of you, there might be some other type of way to share, and if you see that, you can click Share and make sure you share with our class, and on the right-hand side, it'll say Edit, Comment, something comment, and Edit. Make sure that you click on that Edit button over there. For those of you who are able to share it just like this, you should be fine. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go home so I can see. I'm going to click on my course shell again with you guys, and now I can see there's my course shell. So I have Edit, Share, Remove, and Copy, and of course Trash. If you accidentally trash your VoiceThread, it's okay because you can click here to restore it. What else do I want to tell you about this? And then again, if I click on it, I can see I can see my selfie. If I click here, I can see all the slides in here. And if I want to edit now, see how it's got these icons over here? I can drag this over to the Edits pencil, and then I can add a title, Jill Greenberg, and a link to her website. Click Save. And also I can delete, and always I'm able to reorder, okay, just by dragging. And when I'm finished, all I have to do is click on the X, and that will bring me back to the course shell, and you'll start to see everybody else's VoiceThreads in here as well. Another thing I would like you to do is to change your identity, And the way to do that is to make sure that you're in our course shell, and you'll see, sorry, I don't know if I actually hit it. You'll see your name up over here, and then you'll see my identities. You'll click on here, and once again, if you see the pencil, you'll click edit, or if you don't have an identity in here, you can click plus and then go ahead and add your selfie picture in here as well, so that when you comment or edit, I'll get to see your picture every time. So that's a pretty cool option. Okay, so that's setting up your VoiceThread. I want to go through one other thing, and that's how to actually make some comments on VoiceThread, and then we'll be finished with this. So in my VoiceThread, after you have added all of these images and added links, you might want to comment on some things. So you click on the X here, click on play, and you'd be in a singular slide. You see this little plus sign down here? If you click this plus sign, all you have to do is click on ABC, and I can write, "This is my selfie," and click save. And when I do that, you'll see that that is my little picture comes up, and it allows me the ability to click on here and see your words. I personally prefer verbal comments, but in a pinch, if I'm on the train or something, I might choose "This is my selfie." All right, and then this would give me the ability to go, writing back to you, I can click here and go, "Great, thanks." And I can save that, and that would thread to your VoiceThread. If I want to comment to you privately, there'll be a little lock here for me, and that would enable me to comment to you privately. All right, another thing you would want to do is comment, and I'll show you how to do that. So this is a verbal comment. You click on the microphone, and I can say things like this. Notice it's recording here. "Hi, that's a great selfie, Christina." I could then push on this arrow over here and go, "Ooh, this is lovely." And if you see this little purple pencil here, I can click on it and pick a pencil color and go, "Wow, I love the flow of this. And I see your link over here. How awesome. Thank you for sharing that." And then I can click to another slide and choose another color pencil if I want to. And I can continue to comment and say, "Wow, this looks like a starry night from Van Gogh. And I wonder why you didn't back up and I'd love to have seen this starry feeling go around and around. But nice for your first try, Christina." And then I can look at this one and go, "I love Richard Avedon too, but do you think her hands are a little overexposed here? Not sure. We'd have to look at that a little closer." So I think you're getting the picture here. When you're finished commenting, you click stop recording, and then it starts to upload. And it usually takes a little while. And I can say things like this. Notice it's recording here. Okay. "Hi." So if I click save, the recording comes up here, and if I wanted to record more, there was a little record more button over there that you would have been able to thread your comment on and attach it right to the other one. So that's how you record a comment verbally, which I love. And I just want to show you one other option in here, and that's this telephone one. If you have your earbuds in your telephone and you're trying to be private about it, you could always click on the telephone, put your number in there, and listen to this. Okay, I'm answering my phone.
Please leave your comment. When you're finished, just hang up, or for more options, press 1.
"Hello, VoiceThread, I'm leaving a comment." Click. Okay, so now I've left a comment there, and the call ended. And here, now I can click on this, and I can say things like this. Notice it's recording here. "Hi, that's a great selfie, Christina." Oh, hold on. There it is. "Hello, VoiceThread. I'm leaving a comment." Click. Okay, so these are all ways that you can comment. So that's by text, by phone, and by verbal comment using your your laptop or your computer's microphone. So I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing all of your voice threads and all of your work contained within your voice threads. The only additional thing I would like to see in here is for you to click this plus button and then to go upload your files from 2019 spring. I would like you to also upload your best, not your best images, we already talked about that, your bag images. So if you shoot your bag project in however you shoot it, I want you to take your best 5 images and go ahead and open and put them in here, and then walk me through it. Take me through a verbal journey of how you shot your bags and what your thought process, whatever it is, behind your work. So that's all I have to say for now. I hope that this is a good introduction to the class. I really, again, apologize for not being there, but that won't happen again without notice, of course. And please email me or text me or find me in some way, and I would be happy to help any of you to get started with this voice thread. Signing off for now. Thanks for listening.